I'm gonna give you a couple simple tips on how I was able to grow my hair from little twists to the length that you see today by doing a couple simple things like adding this and this. So let's talk about it. Alright, so before we get right into it, don't forget to click the like, subscribe, and bell notification for the latest HE content. And also, because I know your time is valuable, I made sure to put the topics in the description below so that you can go directly to the topics that you want to know a little bit more about. So as I said in the beginning, I grew my locks from little twists to the length that you see today naturally. So I'm going to show you some pictures of how my hair looked when I first started growing it, you know, from the little, actually starting for the curls, had the little genuine curl, and then I went from there to the twist, from there to the natural journey, which was a twist, and then I got my locks, and you know, from the baby locks to the locks that I was able to start styling, and to the locks that you see today. So I mean, it was a journey. I think it was like over 8 years journey, you know, from that point to now. So, you know, it's not gonna be overnight. Some people cheat, some people add the little fake locks, and that's all good, whatever. But if you're trying to grow them naturally, I mean, you can do it. You definitely can do it, and you can grow them as long as you want to grow them, or as short as you want them. Also, I'm gonna show you the images of how my hair looked before I get my hair retwisted. I try to keep my hair plaited up because it's easier to maintain. So if I had it like strands, every strand out, every strand down, then it'll be all over the place. And I don't like my hair to be all over the place. You will see me with my hair plaited 9 times out of 10. And you know, but this is how my hair looks when it's not plaited. It got the little crinkles in it or whatever, which I kind of like that, but the fact that it's all over the place is just, that's what I don't like. So that's why I don't rock it like that. I'm not sure if you know how locks work, but pretty much it's kind of like dead hair. You know, like your hair breaks off naturally, right? Some break off more than others, but instead of the hair breaking off and leaving, the breakage of that hair is embedded into your hair that's connected to your scalp. So your hair locks within itself. So all the dead hair, all the breakage, all that stuff also is included in that actual strand, or that strand of hair, and it locks together. So with that being said, you have to make sure you try to keep your hair as healthy as possible. And me personally, I like my hair to look black, that natural black, that natural sheen, you know, that glossy look, like it's, you know, it's healthy. See, what a lot of people do is they dye their hair. You know, I thought about dyeing the tips of my hair a long time ago. I'm kind of glad I didn't, because what that does, it kind of just removes the natural color from your hair, and you will forever lose that pigment, that color, that natural color of your hair, until you dye it back another color. So you actually added more chemicals to your hair strings. So tip 1, I recommend applying hairspray to your hair every day. So this hairspray I use is from Bonnet Brothers. It's called Tropical Roots Stimulating Growth Oil. It adds shine, strengthens hair, promotes growth. Those are the things that you would probably need if you're starting to grow your locks, or you already have your locks and you're just trying to keep your locks healthy, keep your locks shiny. And it also has a good scent to it. You know, the scent is kind of tropical, so when you spray it on your hair, it's gonna smell pretty good. So this is how it looks, and I use this every day, every time I go out, because I try to make sure that, you know, I have a little shine on my hair. With that being said, you want to use this every day if possible, but if you can't, try to use it at least 3 or 4 times a week. You know, because you want to keep your hair moisturized. You want to keep your hair healthy in a sense to where it's getting the minerals and the nutrients or whatever that it needs to survive. So what I'm gonna do is put the link in the description below so you can find the product on Amazon. That way you can purchase it, maybe have it at your doorsteps in the next day or 2 or 3 days or whatever. So definitely I recommend this product right here. Now, another thing I also use with that, and I just started using this, is called Tropical Roots Jamaican Black Castor Oil. So it looks like this right here. Hopefully you can see it. And this is what I use. It seals moisture, it's nutritious and revitalized. It strengthens and conditions. So this is supposed to be good for those things. I like it and I use it, and you can see the results of, you know, how my hair looks. I think it looks pretty healthy. Once you spray it on your hair, then you squeeze your hair together. And what that's going to do is help embed the oils that you just sprayed on your hair into your hair strands. So again, make sure you click on the link in the description below, and that's going to take you directly to products like this. That way you can probably get this product in 1 to 3 days and start getting your locks to look natural and healthy. So tip number 2 is purchase one of these, and I hope you can see it. This right here kind of looks like a do-rag, like what you put on trying to get waves, but the difference between this and the do-rag is the end of this what they call a bonnet. I'm gonna call it a Rag For Locs, but the end of it is enclosed, so it's not open. So that's the difference. So when you put it on, it's gonna hold your locks inside of this do-rag so that it can, you know, be covered. And that's very important. And I'm gonna tell you why it's very important. Because like when you're going to sleep, when you land on your hair, you know, your hair is gonna rub against the sheets, and it's gonna cause it to frizzle, possibly cause your hair to break, you know, hair breakage or whatever you want to call it. And those things are not good when it comes down to managing your hair and keeping your hair healthy. So not only does it keep your hair from breaking, but when you get styles done to your hair, you want to make sure as much as possible that you protect that hairstyle, right? So the longer you protect that hairstyle, the longer your hairstyle looks good. Me personally, I like the fresh look of locks. So I like my hair to look fresh, freshly done, you know, real neat as much as possible. I'm gonna show you how you put it on. So basically, instead of putting it on like a regular do-rag though, you wanna put it on, but you wanna put your locks in it first. So I put my locks in it, and it's a lot of them. So I put my locks in it, if I can put them in there, and then I will bring it up to the front, bring the do-rag up to the front. And since my locks are so long, it's really actually longer than this do-rag lock thing that I'm putting on my head right now, / bonnet. And so then I tighten it up, I tie it, make a little knot, and then voila, that's how it looks. And I will rock this, especially when I go to sleep. I put this on. Sometimes I have it on almost all day. But what this does, it protects your hair so that it doesn't break or it doesn't frizz up. And that's why I like it. I think this is very essential. This is an important tip to keeping your hair healthy and allowing your hair to look as fresh and neat as possible. And like I said, I rock this every night. So I recommend, this is an important tip, I recommend purchasing this, and I will put a link in the description below so that you can go directly to the Amazon site and purchase one of these for yourself, because this is definitely a must. See all this hair? You see all this? This is definitely a must, in my opinion, to growing your hair, keeping it growing, keeping it natural, keeping it healthy, all those things. So definitely check the link in the description below. Purchase one of these. You will not be disappointed. Now, sometimes they'll fall off your head, depending on how much hair you have, depending on how you tie your lock, do-rag, or whatever. Sometimes it may do that. So I'm not saying these are flawless, but these are definitely needed when you're trying to grow your locks. That's pretty much it. Check out the link in the description below to get these products. I promise you, if you apply these steps, these 2 simple steps every day, as much as possible, you'll be surprised at the end results. One bonus though, I'm gonna give you a bonus. This right here is what I use, and this is what you see right here. This little piece of satin. I think this is kind of like a fake satin. I don't think this is even real satin, but it's supposed to be satin. And I use this every day. This is kind of like my in the middle of getting my hair retwisted type of thing I put on my head, so that people can't see all this new growth. People can't see the rough side of the mountain, you know? So I will put this on my head pretty much every day. You might see me with this on until I get my hair retwisted and start looking fresh again. But this allows me to keep my locks showing, but at the same time cover up all that new growth. And I'll put a link in the description below to a product similar to this, so that you can check it out. And if you want to purchase it, definitely do that. But it looks like this. It's kind of like a triangle. You tie it. It has little ties on the end. So basically you tie it just like a regular do-rag, but it's just a triangle. So it just opens up in the back like this. So check it out. I hope you got something out this video that could help you. If there's anything you would like to add to what I just said, or things that I may not have mentioned in the video, questions that you may have, put them in the comments below, and I'll try my best to get to them as soon as possible and give you my little 2 cents. But these are my 2 tips for helping to keep your hair growing, healthy, natural, and getting the look that you desire. As I always say, I am he, Hines Enterprise. Holla.
Wow, that's amazing.